Oh my goodness. Coming up, I visit one of Bangladesh's UNESCO heritage sites and I get to try the famous Hilsha fish for the first time. Looks like it's got lots of little bones in. I can even see bones sticking out. I can't help but think that coming up here, I have now arrived in the real Bangladesh. I had come to the Rajshahi division in northern Bangladesh, known for its incredible archaeological sites and historical landmarks. On this day, I was going to travel from Bogura to Rajshahi. What I can tell you is that this particular day took me by surprise and left me wondering whether it might be my favourite area in the whole of the country. I'll tell you what, this Bogura area, I reckon, is a pretty awesome holiday destination. I was thinking I'd take my kids straight to Sundarban, then maybe go to Cox's Bazar. Well, now I might be changing my mind. I captured far too much content for one video, so I've handpicked my favourite moments. Let me show you around. I'm in Bogura in Bangladesh, known as one of the oldest cities. It is home to many archaeological ruins, and today I have come to one called Gokul Medh. This archaeological site is considered part of the Mahastangar Citadel, one of the earliest urban archaeological sites discovered so far in Bangladesh. I got a little bit confused over whether this site is Buddhist or Hindu. Basically on the board here it talks about Buddhism, but locally it's very much associated with Hinduism. So I did a bit of research, and you know what? The story surrounding the Hindu side is brilliant. It's like Romeo and Juliet, slightly happier ending, but I'm going to focus on that because I couldn't get any more information on the Buddhist side. So here's the story. Cue the music. One day, there was a very rich businessman who lived locally. He somehow annoyed the snake goddess. I mean, if you're going to annoy a goddess, don't pick the snake one, surely, right? The businessman was called Chand, and he had refused to worship Manasa, the snake goddess. So she put a curse on him, saying that when it was his son Lokinda's wedding night to beautiful Behala, a deadly snake would bite Lokinda, ending his life. Well, he was terrified, wasn't he? So he set about building a compound, which is this place here, a compound to spend safe and secure on their wedding night. But things did not go to plan. One of the workers had a vision, and that vision was that he must, of course, put a tiny hole in the compound to allow in a snake. And if he didn't, his family would be annihilated. So what do you think he did? Well, of course, he put the hole in the wall. On the wedding night, they went into their so-called safe compound. But somehow Behala had had a vision. They were all having lots of visions. So she had a vision that she wasn't in fact safe. And she was right. Basically, that night she let her husband go to sleep. He drifted off into a perfect sleep. I think most men do, don't they? And she stayed awake. And she had at the ready, she's very organised, she had at the ready milk and bananas, because apparently snakes are well into that. And sure enough, the most deadly snake on the planet came through the tiny hole left by the worker on purpose. Face to face with the deadly snake, she stayed calm, offered the milk and banana, and the snake seemed momentarily satisfied. The night was nearly done. Maybe her actions were enough to overcome the curse. As the sun was about to rise, she let herself drift off. Well, that was a mistake, wasn't it, love? You know what? If you're going to do a job, do it properly. Sure enough, Lokinda twitched in the night. You know how you can sometimes twitch and you wake yourself up? And the snake attacked. And by the time Behala woke up, it was game over. He had 2 snake bites in his leg or somewhere, and he was a goner. The end. Well, it's not. Behala is one tough woman. She packs her husband's bones into a bag, builds a boat out of a banana tree, and floats off in search of the one being that can help her. somehow she manages to get an audience with the snake goddess. And I believe she does a little dance.
Witnessing the extraordinary love for her husband, Manasseh was very moved.
Now, what's the ending? What do you think? What do you think? Well, I'll tell you what the ending is. She brought Lucinda back to life. So it's not quite as bad as Romeo and Juliet. He comes back to life and they have a long and happy life together. Thank goodness for that, I say. I don't like sad endings. I don't like committing to a movie and you're watching it all the way through and it's been terrible and you know it's going to end badly and then it really does end badly. You're like, what? That's a waste of money. So I'm very, very, very happy to report that this has a happy ending and I think it's a great story, a great legend.
Gokul Medh is an interesting place to visit if you're in the area. I bet it would look stunning at sundown too. But it was now the middle of the day for us, and after so much excitement, lunch beckoned, and we headed for a town called Joypurhat and a restaurant called Rachita.
Thank you so much. Oh, nice. So we're in this restaurant and we were offered chicken, mutton, fish, vegetable. One of the things on the menu is Hilsha fish. And I can't believe I don't think I've had it. I've had pomfret, I've had sea corral, I've had crab. So yeah, now it's the big one. It's the big Bangladeshi fish coming my way. We got the rice. That's amazing. What's that? Ooh, what's that?
We had a number of dishes I didn't recognise, including this one. Potatoes with cabbage, looks delicious. We also had mashed potato with some kind of flavouring and smashed fish balls. And of course, a bowl of dal.
On the way here, we passed loads and loads of mustard. And now the Hilsha fish is with mustard, look. Very traditional cooking. Right, let's go. Break a little bit off, yeah? Looks like it's got lots of little bones in. So I guess it probably takes quite a while to eat, right? Look, I can even see bones sticking out.
Maybe you're meant to take the bones out before you start eating? That would surely take ages though. Or are you meant to just crunch them up? Let me know in the comments. I wasn't sure how long this meal would take, to be honest. I mean, I'm going to be polite now.
Nice. It's got quite a strong taste, I think, the old Hilsha. Distinctive. It has a distinctive taste.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, it tastes good. But what's this about? Look, I need to see a dentist.
Got some of this.
Next up, I opted for the local Bogura potatoes with cabbage, some of the mashed potato with unknown flavouring, ooh, the smashed fish, and the dal. Can't go wrong with dal.
We're going for the mashed potato, which has got something in it because it's kind of orange colour.
Any guesses? Wait for it.
Tastes like it's got chilli. Tastes like it's got mustard in as well. Mustard and chilli. Ooh. Ooh.
Double trouble.
That's hot. I'm going to try the smashed fish now. Very fishy. Right, now the potatoes. Potatoes and cabbage. Still got their skin on. Let's try that. Oh, the potatoes are nice. It actually tastes slightly sweet. I love these restaurants that do these kind of traditional foods. It's great, it's the best. Right, powered up, ready to continue the journey to Paharpur.
Paharpur was going to be a feast for the eyes at the end of this day. Arriving as the sun was setting, it's an 8th century Buddhist monastery that influenced Angkor Wat in Cambodia.
It's basically one of 2 UNESCO sites in the country, so it's going to be very, very special, and I am excited to see. If you were a monk back in the day, this must have been an amazing place to live. It's in the most wonderful scenery. It's in the most wonderful landscape. It must have been a great place to meditate and be all spiritual, you know. So I'm walking around the edge of this temple, and basically what I would be passing, if you look over there, would be where the monks stayed. And around the edge, all the way around, there's 177 monks' cells. This is different to the other archaeological sites that I've been to so far. There's loads of school kids here, loads of youngsters, loads of teenagers. He looks very happy, doesn't he? Very happy. I can see why that's a UNESCO site. Archaeologically beautiful. There's so much to this region, and we're going deeper today, so I can't wait to see more. This place is surrounded by the most incredible landscapes. Very, very pretty, very vibrant. There's lots of people having such a nice time here. Nice. Helps me walk, that does, that little music. I like it. It's obviously very popular with locals here. You know what, the men here have got such nice shirts. It's selfie heaven here. If you're not down with selfies in front of the archaeology, then you've got plenty of flowers to go blooming gorgeous in front of. Let's look at this. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. I mean, just look at that. Just look at that.
I hope you enjoyed that peek into the Rajshahi division. What I can tell you is that this is just the tip of the iceberg when you consider all it has to offer.